So I'm glad you had me up here,
No,
man.
I'm glad to have you. We should be, you got sound, we can just record just a little touch, some B-roll while we're doing
Come
it.
closer, Daniel.
I have to say, this took some years. Seriously, how does it feel?
It feels good, man. It feels fulfilling. When you first come into an idea, your first thought is how great the idea is, how you can get it out to everybody, and above that is always how much money you can probably make. But when it actually calls to put in the work, the money thing is less important.
Right.
Because the work becomes more important than the money. And then ironically, the money starts to come. Yeah.
Right.
And so you start chasing something else instead of money. You start chasing the idea, the potential of the idea, the potential of the follow-up ideas, the follow-up iterations, and you get stuck in that. And it's like being in love. That's the closest thing I can like.
Right.
You just forget about everything else. You just don't care what anybody else thinks or how ridiculous you look for just having this wild idea. You just want to fulfill it.
Now, for you, was there a part in the process that you might have fell out of love with it, or was it something that you worked so hard for, you fell in love with it every day because you knew that you had the end result in mind?
I fell out of love with it at different points,
Right.
but it always was when somebody else got involved with the process. So always was when I was in a bad situation with somebody for a deal, or they wanted to license it, or they wanted to invest and they didn't feel like the right person. It was like bringing bad family into a relationship. It's just like that. So I funded this mostly on my own. I borrowed money from friends and family, paid it back, and I came back and borrowed again. Like, I just kept doing it and doing it and doing it, but I had good credit because I paid them back. Right. But every time, especially the patent lawyer calls that the patent office needs this, you gotta come up with that money, because if you lose that opportunity, you lose the entire patent. Right. So you have to pay that money. And so that was the main stream that kept me going and going and going. But when it was just me and the product and the process, I have like 2 small investors, I have great family members and friends for support. It was just always beautiful. And so that's why I take it this far on my own for the most part.
So now that you see the end goal in the right in front of you, how much more do you appreciate the process?
I love the process. You know what sealed it for me? It wasn't something that was financial, and it wasn't even the product developing. Every time I go pick up a prototype, oh my God, I'll be like, almost like meeting a bride again. You know what I mean?
Right.
But when I got that notice from the patent office that I was approved for the patent, after 4 years of applying,
Game changer.
I felt like, hold up. Not too many people can say they have an original idea that's
Right. certified
and acknowledged by the government. However small the idea or big the idea is, before money, before deals, before, store shelves, I have something that's been acknowledged that I have an original idea. And it felt great.
What were the misconceptions about bringing your product to market, coming up with an idea? Because everyone has a great idea. Patents come a dime a dozen.
Yeah.
But for you, what were the misconceptions getting into?
My misunderstandings about the process was that somebody would help me go through the entire process. And a lot of people get into the business, or it could be pursuing your dream to be an actor or a musician or an artist. And you have this fantasy because of movies that you're going to meet that guy, he's going to put you on his back and take you the entire way.
Right.
That's not reality. I call it hitchhiking to success. It allows me not to take it personal.
Right.
A person can get me from, I can get from Hartford to California, but a person may only get me from Hartford to Pennsylvania. Another person may get me from Pennsylvania to Chicago, and then Chicago to Utah, and then Utah to Cali. It doesn't have to be the same person, because your journey is your journey. It's
Right.
your responsibility. And when you do that, it lowers your anger toward other people when they don't show up, or when they quote-unquote let you down. Because when you know it's all you, nobody can really let you down.
No, that's it.
Nobody can let you down.
It's all on you. Listen, we're here with Antoine Denham. Listen, he is an amazing entrepreneur. Now he has a patent for this product. Please check it out, the Tripletote. Coming to a store near you. Make sure you support him. I know he's got a lot more things up his sleeve. Antoine, thank you so much for joining me, man.
Thanks for having me.
I'm looking forward to some really great things, and I know you're going to be really successful with this, man. So
Thank you.
Continued success.
Awesome,
My
thank
man.
you. Appreciate you.